Welcome to Artificial Antics, where we explore the exciting world of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Today, Mike will be talking about a new AI tool called Skybox AI from a company called Blockade Labs.
All right, folks, welcome. This is Mike from Artificial Antics. I was browsing the internet today and found something that I think is really cool. This is called Skybox AI, and basically you're building your own virtual environments. This is absolutely freaking cool. I'm going to share my screen here in a moment, and we're going to go ahead and get going and take a look at this together for the first time. So, all right. So as we can see here, this is kind of showing you some virtual worlds. I'm going to sign up for this. So I noticed right off the bat, right, they've got some expectations. This is, they mentioned it a couple times, but it's free for now. It probably won't stay free forever. So I'm going to go ahead and say confirm on that. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to create a text prompt, right? So describing your world. And so we'll go ahead and let's take a look at what our different options are here. So we have realistic, Fantasyland, anime art style. This is super cool. There's so many. Wow, pen and ink. That is super interesting. Interior views. Just absolutely awesome. I'm going to go with realistic, and I'm going to say just because one of the things that I'd love to have, right, is like a professional podcast studio where, I've got an awesome background, little black light, take me back to the 90s. And so I'm going to go ahead and say professional, we'll say YouTuber, black light, cool tech stuff, and a bookshelf. All right, so let's go ahead and just give it a try. See what we come up with here. And while we're waiting here, I just want to give you an update on our first actual podcast. Should be in the next couple weeks or so. We've got a lot of content that Rico and I have been cutting, plenty of shows, plenty to share with you all, and we'll be sharing that soon. This is pretty interesting what it came up with here. I mean, this is the type of stuff that I would expect. That's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Little lab here. Got my 3D. It's a little tight. I'd like to make that room a little bit bigger here. I'm a big guy. How do I get out of this room? I'm stuck. I'm completely stuck here. Do they let me out through the floor? Don't even see it. Don't see an escape hatch. I guess I'm just gonna have to stay here and record for you all forever. So let's try something else. Let's try top of Mount Everest. This is dope. Honestly, this is very, very cool. I can't wait to share this with Rico. So again, folks, this is Blockade Labs. Product is called Skybox AI. And I would say that so far it's pretty freaking awesome. So this is pretty cool. So this is, top of Mount Everest. So one of the things that I noticed when we were climbing the dunes in Michigan, and obviously it's not Everest, right? But like the peak doesn't really, like, you continue to go over like one little peak, then another little peak, then another little peak. And you're making headway up to, let's call it the top, but it feels like it's just endless, right? So this kind of what this reminds me of is like, it's a very endless flow here, right? And this peak over here looks even taller. Oh, you know what? Let's try a Victorian village. See what happens. So a lot of the stuff that I found online for generative art has been okay. I mean, sometimes it's fantastic, sometimes it's not. This is definitely one of the better ones. This is super cool. Yeah, I could see just rapidly prototyping environments, right? Like, let's say you were coding, Unity 3D game or something, or designing a Unity 3D game. I can see, some of this just being extremely valuable. Let's do Fantasylands. Lord of the Rings style battle. Lots Lots of orcs coming at me. Bring it. Battle them all. Where's my orcs? Where's my army coming at me? Well, this missed the mark, unfortunately. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. This is pretty cool, though. Still looks really good. And it looks just slightly cartoonish, too. That's one of the things that I've noticed. Kind of reminds me of, like, Genshin Impact. Like, if I were playing Genshin, I feel like I could very well be in any of these places that I've been in for the most part. Battlefield. Yeah, that didn't... I see nothing. I see no people. And you know what? That's not really what this is made for, right? So I guess that's the big thing. What's the top of a castle? Because now I'm starting to think about things. And we'll check this out. This is actually really cool. I feel like I want to be here right now. Now, I did say top of castle, so where's my view at? Doesn't look like I'm actually in a castle. So when I wrote top of castle, kind of what I was thinking is like up here, and it doesn't, let's take a look. So we'll say perspective, standing on a balcony, looking down, say wide angle, festival going on. And again, I don't think it's going to give me people. We'll see what happens, right? This is very good. I like how they stayed in a certain lane, right? Like this is like what they do is generating the environments and not the people in the environment. So that's one of the things where I feel like generative AI, if you're trying to do too much, you don't normally get a great output there. So this is better, I would say. I think it catches that. I mean, some of these perspectives are sort of weird, but I think it's like it gave me what I asked for. Let's see what the AI art style gives us. Anime art style, rather. Here we go. Wow, that's cool. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm a big cyberpunk fan, so I'm gonna say like cyberpunk city with buildings. Oh, now I'm getting excited. All around. So let's give that like really big feel, like New York cyberpunk style, something to that effect. Yeah, man, this is good. Very cool. Let's try a few dreamlike. Let's try dreamlike. See what. So I'm gonna really test the waters here with this particular prompt, right? Like I said, I'm a big fan of cyberpunk. I'm interested in seeing what it comes up with in the different art settings and art styles. So we will see. Interesting. So this is kind of trippy up here. This is something that I feel like I could see in a video game, right? Like this really reminds me very much of a video game. Let's look at, I guess we'll do fantasy for this one because I don't think that we did it with this prompt. So we'll give that a try. Definitely going to give sci-fi a try. I mean, like I got to imagine that there's going to be some nice generation there, or at least let's say some familiar generation, right? As cyberpunk is very much like a sci-fi theme. So this is cool. This is actually really cool. Yeah, looking up at the buildings, they kind of end here. That's actually, these could be towers on them, or let's see. Sci-fi. Let's give it a try. Let's give sci-fi a try. My cat is here. Her tail is in front of my face. I love this cat. Love you. You're a good kitty. All right, come here. Come on my lap. Come on my lap, baby. This is my cat. Oh, this is the first one that we've gotten a person in. That is interesting. Feel like this could say Skynet right here. Yeah, this is cool. This is now my new favorite. Let's do modern computer animation and see what we get here. Yeah, this is really neat. I'm just a fan of this setting, right? Like I feel like it's one of the things that I actually really enjoy are like, big crazy big cities and or castles or structures in general. Thanks for watching and hope to see you back in the lab soon.